Okay. And with that, I'm going to hand things off to Synnove. Synnove, get up here and make us laugh, please. Oh, wait, you don't have to get up because you're going to stay there.
Right. He's going to stay there.
I will stay here.
Please.
Okay. I don't have any Irish jokes. I had a friend from the UK and I told him Norwegian jokes and he says, oh, here we tell those same jokes on the Irish. So maybe these will do. Svensson, he was out patrolling on the Mississippi Bridge by Bemidji when he spotted Ole Olson driving along, and he was weaving all over the road, and knowing how Ole likes to indulge in some liquid refreshments at all hours of the day and night, Officer Svensson figured he could add to his ticket count and get a good DWI bust at the same time, so he pulls Ole over. Oscar Svensson walks our officer. Oscar's also so I got that kind of mixed up, but Officer Svensson walks up to Ole's pickup truck and he tells him that he'll have to take a breath test. And Ole says, I'm sorry, but I have asthma real bad. And if I blow too hard, I'm going to have a real bad attack. So Officer Svensson tells him, okay, then I'll give you a blood test. And Ole says, oh, I'm sorry, I have hemophilia too. If you take blood, I could bleed to death. And Officer Svensson, he's getting just a little frustrated, and he tells Ole, well, then I'll need a urine sample. Ole says, oh, I don't know, I have diabetes, and I don't know about that urine test. I don't know what it would do. Maybe my blood sugar would drop real low. And Officer Svensson says, well, okay, come over here and walk this line for me. And Ole says, I'm sorry, I can't do that either. And now Officer Svensson's really mad, and he yells at him, and why not? And Ole says, because I'm too drunk. Lars, Sven, and Ole were sitting in a bar one Saturday afternoon, and the conversation got around to who had the ugliest wife. And they each bet $10 that they had the ugliest wife. But how were they going to settle the bet? They decided that they had to go to each other's house and then they would decide who would win the bet. And first they went to Lars's house, and he called his wife out onto the front porch, and they all agreed, yeah, she was ugly. And so next they went to Sven's and called Hilda out. He says, yeah, she's uglier than Lars's wife.
That's so mean.
Then they went to Ole's place, and Ole called Lena to come out, and she hollered back, okay, you want me to put the sack over my head first? And Ole yelled back, no, Lena, I don't want to fool around, I just want to win a bet.
Oh, poor Lena.
Oh, God, I don't want to slip him.
Ole, he died and he went to heaven. He got to the pearly gates. St. Peter was standing there and told Ole that he'd have to pass one final test before he could let him in. And Ole tells St. Peter, well, you know, I don't have too much education, but I'll try my best. And St. Peter says, can you spell love? And Ole thinks for a while, and he's, well, I think it's got an L in it. And L-O-O-V, no, and L-O-V-E, that's it. St. Peter tells him he did okay and he can enter heaven. Then a couple of months later, St. Peter calls Ole to the gate and tells him, I have to run a little errand. Can you watch the gate for me? Well, of course, Ole tells him, sure. And a few minutes later, Ole's wife shows up, having just passed on. And Ole, he can't believe his eyes. Lena is back to torment him, even in heaven. So he tells Lena she'd have to pass a little test to get in. Lena tells him okay, and Ole tells her, okay, Lena, spell Czechoslovakia.
Or chrysanthemum, there's another one.
Ole, he was sitting down watching the late news on TV, and he heard Lena screaming in the bedroom. And he runs in just in time and to see a naked man jumping out of the window. And he asks Lena what happened, and Lena tells him, oh, that man jumped in bed with me and he took advantage of me twice. Says, twice? Lena, how come you didn't scream when he was doing it to you the first time? And Lena says, I thought it was you until he started in for the second time.
That's good.
I do have a couple more. I don't know if I'm taking up too much time, but
No.
Never.
oh, okay. Ole and Sven, they were taking a long overdue vacation, and they stopped to get a bite to eat along the way. And after they left the truck stop and had gotten several miles down the road, Sven suddenly realized he had forgotten his glasses at the restaurant. And they had to travel several more miles to find a place to turn around to go back. And Ole, he ranted and raved the whole way back, and he was giving Sven holy hell for being so forgetful. And by the time they got back to the truck stop, Sven was feeling real bad about what he said to Ole, and as he got out of the truck to go get his glasses, Ole tells him, by the way, when you're in there, you might as well get my hat, too. Lena hadn't been feeling very well, so Ole brought her in for a checkup. And the doctor examined her, and then he tells Ole, you know, Ole, I can't really say that I like the way your wife looks, and tells him, me neither, but she's a good cook. She keeps the house clean. That's what I've got for tonight.
All right, give it up for Synnove.
Yay! Synnove!